inductees. It's an honor to be selected in this Hall of Fame. And thank you to everyone on the board who voted me in. I've invited two people here this evening, very good friends of mine that I'd like to mention. John Drew, if you could wave your hand, way in the back. And Dean Sylvester, somewhere there in the back as well. Table 19, please. I was riding my mountain bike close to 16 years ago with John Drew on Mount Tam, and I had a very bad fall. Just last April, I was driving my car with Dean in Napa, and we were involved in a very bad accident. Had I not been with those two guys on those days, I probably wouldn't be alive tonight. And I just want to say thank you to you guys, and I'll never forget that. All right, on to the lighter stuff here. A couple weeks ago, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he brought up this induction ceremony. He said to me, you realize for someone to have been this successful in swimming, there was a split. It was 70% coaching and 30% athletic ability. We both laughed, and I said, I agree. Then he said, but you, it was more like 90% coaching and 10% athletic ability. He kept laughing. I kind of just smiled. Of course, later on, all I could think about was that 90-10 split and how far off he was. With me, it was more like 99% coaching, 1% athletic ability. Yeah. So after my sophomore year of swimming at Redwood High School, I joined the Indian Valley Aquatic Club. At that time, Pete Rakovich, I don't know where your hand is, somewhere around there, way back, who runs one of the best swim programs in the Bay Area at the Dianza Cupertino Aquatic Club, was the head coach. They say it's hard work and determination that makes a swimmer excel. I didn't have that. It was Pete who had it. When I swam my national high school record, my senior year in high school, I didn't find out about that until a week later. What I do remember the most about that swim was how good I felt. It was one of the easiest swims I ever did. I'm sure I could have gotten out of the pool 10 more times after that race in a row and done exactly the same time. It really felt that good. Pete, wherever you are, I haven't seen your hand too much here tonight. Your training and your coaching for me were phenomenal. I went to more than 6 national championships, the Olympic trials in 1988, even an international swim meet in Europe, all with you. That level of swimming I never would have had happen to me had it not been for you. Thank you, Pete. Thank you very much. My parents were never swimmers, just to let you know. We had a lot of fun in the pool, but they were never competitive swimmers. But if my dad wasn't coaching my baseball team, or my mother was not playing tennis with me or driving me to all the soccer games, mostly in the rain, they were down at the TPC cheering me on during our dual meets in the Marin Swim League. The confidence and positive reinforcement I got from my folks was something I'll never forget. And I can guarantee you, my wife Jana and I will give the same thing to our kids, all 3 of them, if or when they ever start swimming or any other sport they do. Thank you, Mom and Dad. So Ken DeMont, sitting right over there with his wife Shawn, deep in the back again. He had just graduated from the University of Arizona as a member of the swim team when he took the job of coaching at the Tiburon Peninsula Club. I think I was 2 or 3 years old, Kenny, I don't remember. Maybe I was 11, I'm not sure. But I'm sure you wouldn't have taken that job if you had known just how bad we were. We were really bad. In Ken's first year of coaching, we went from the last place team in the whole county to not only winning every single dual meet we had, but also winning the championship meet as well. And for the next 10 years at least, I think it was the same thing. Ken, you can correct me if I was wrong. It was Ken who started a small winter swim program when I became a freshman at Redwood High School. And as a coach, my freshman year at NCS, I placed 9th. I had no clue what I was doing, but Kenny was there. My sophomore year, I was 2nd, and Ken was guiding me the whole way. I can honestly tell you, had it not been for Ken, I never would have been a swimmer. He was that good to me, and he was smart enough to have me join Pete's team after my sophomore year. Thank you, Coach Kenny. I saved the best for last. My wife, Gianna, you can raise your hand somewhere out there in the back again, who was a very successful swimmer at Marin Catholic, as well as UC Santa Barbara. And her folks, Randy and Martha Mounger, I believe they're here as well, in the back, who have been incredible support for our family. She has been the strength and the force for all of us. It's amazing. It's just incredible. What she does for our children, all 3 of them, they exercise, they eat well, they're doing very well in school, they sleep pretty good. But after all of that, I get the same treatment. It's amazing. It honestly is incredible. It hasn't been a great year, but so far it's getting better and better and better. I feel really good, and it's mostly because of my wife. So I'm long overdue to step up to the plate and help out a little bit more with all the children. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, Jana. Thank you all.